छाया आसमां में, देखो झूमता गगन, है छाया आसमां में, देखो झूमता गगन, ज़मीं आसमां पूछ गया, झूमता गगन, आसमां मेरे झूम ले जहां, ये कैसा नशा प्यार का समा, रही समा झूमे आसमां, होश तो खोले प्यार तू ले ले संग मेरे झूम जा, कैसा नशा होश है कहाँ, होश तो खोले प्यार तू ले ले संग मेरे झूम जा.
Let's stay inside. Let's stay inside. Let's stay inside and shelter in place. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Kyle's Classic Cuts. This week I connected with Bill Nershi at his home there in Denver, and we talked about touring in the 90s, specifically about a bus called Bussy that we used to tour around in. So here we are. Check it out. Favorite memories of Bussy was, I forget why, but something would make, oh, you look much better now. The bus would stop, or you had to pull a cord in the back. What was the deal with that? So the bus wouldn't stop, so you had to leave it running and run to the back of the bus and pull a cord or something.
Oh yeah, pull the cord to shut it off. Also, yeah, I always tell the story about getting oil spotted.
That's what I'm talking about.
At the rest stop, so we could get into that.
I wanted to. I think that I was getting there. I was wondering whether somehow the bus had stopped at my recollection is the bus had stopped, and maybe we pulled it to shut off. You had walked off, and then somehow we started it, and we were happy that we started it or something. So we just said go while it's still running. And then your part of the story is what?
Right. Well, what happened? There was, a couple of minutes. It was only a couple of minutes. My story was that I got up and we were doing a long drive across the Midwest. So to pass the time, I ate some mushrooms.
Okay. Pass the time.
we stopped at the rest stop. We turned off the bus, and then when we went to leave, it wasn't starting. So Travis got under the bus and he was working on it, and he worked on it for like 20 minutes and nothing was going on. So I walked over and sat on the picnic bench and playing my mandolin barefoot, high on mushrooms. And then I went in to use the bathroom, and when I walked out, you guys had left.
All right, that was our fault. Sorry.
And you have your perspective of we finally got it started. We didn't want it to we wanted to get out of there while it was running or whatever you were saying.
I'll tell you. Then from my perspective, we're like, okay, great, everybody in the bus, run. So we went down. I'm not sure how far we went. We went for a while. We didn't really do a head count. We assumed maybe, in those days, people could be sleeping in the back, and it wouldn't necessarily mean they're not there if they're not up front. So we went down the road, and I don't know why we stopped again. It probably was no more than an hour or something. And we pulled over to a gas station, and Kristen was out front, squeegeeing the front of the bus, cleaning the big windshield, and a car pulled up behind us and said, "Hey, do a head count." And we're like, "Head count? What do you mean? That sounds like a voting bit." No, check if everybody's there. So we said, okay. And we looked all around. We looked in the back, and you weren't there. We were like, oh my God. And then they were kind of laughing. And they said, he's back at the breast area, 60 miles back or something. So and that's my part. And then what were you doing? Do you remember what happened in that time in between? What'd you do for an hour?
Meanwhile, I was there. I was high on mushrooms and just walking around playing my mandolin. But then I went in the bathroom, and when I came out, the bus was gone. And I kept looking around, and I'm like, no, that can't be possible. They were here, like 2 minutes ago. No, they're gone. So I sat down on the bench and I kept playing mandolin. I'm like, what am I going to do? Nobody had a phone. John
Right.
O'Leary, our sound man, had a pager, but I couldn't quite remember his pager number. So I tried a couple of numbers, didn't get anything back. So then I started talking to people that were at the rest area, saying, if you go down the road and you see a white ski bus, to ask them to take a head count. If you see a white bus with green aspen leaves around it, ask them if they're missing a guitar player.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was.
And so of course I asked like 5 different people that had stopped there, and but I still sat on the bench not knowing if anybody was ever going to come back.
What would have happened? I wonder. I guess we would have some point gotten pretty far down the road, maybe a few hours at some point, and then we would have realized, and then we'd been like, but what point in time did we lose Billy?
Hopefully you would have noticed before you finished the gig. Hopefully I'm important enough that you would have noticed.
Exactly.
Before the lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, Lord, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Pick one cow. Don't take it lonesome, gonna stay home. We're gonna stay home, Lord, gonna stay home. Don't take it lonesome, we're gonna stay home. Stay home and keep everybody safe. Lost all
Yeah.
my money, but a $2
$2
$2 bill, Lord, a $2 bill. Lost all my money, but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Take it. Yeah.
Awesome. Great to see you, man.
See you.
Take care. Bye-bye.